Today is Monday, March 25th, 2013. This is Peace News Now. Here's what's happening in the world of peaceful evolution. Silver is trading at $29 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $72 per Bitcoin. TheDailyBeast.com reported this week that an 18-year-old Kentuckian was cited last month for falsely yelling bingo when he in fact had not won the game. Austin Whaley was cited with second-degree disorderly conduct after charging into a bingo hall with his friends and yelling bingo, halting the game and alarming the patrons. The police sergeant who cited Whaley said, quote, "Just like you can't run into a theater and yell fire when it's not on fire, you can't run into a crowded bingo hall and yell bingo when there isn't one." For his punishment, Whaley is forbidden from using the word bingo for 6 months. A veteran who enlisted 2 days after 9/11, today dying by wounds he suffered in Iraq, pens an open letter to George Bush and Dick Cheney. Here is an excerpt written by Thomas Young. Quote, "I have, like many other disabled veterans, come to realize that our mental and physical wounds are of no interest to you, perhaps of no interest to any politician. We were used, we were betrayed, and we have been abandoned. You, Mr. Bush, make much pretense of being a Christian, but isn't lying a sin? Isn't murder a sin? My day of reckoning is upon me. Yours will come. I hope you'll be put on trial, but mostly I hope for your sakes that you find the moral courage to face what you've done to me and to many, many others who deserve to live. I hope that before your time on earth ends, as mine is now ending, you will find the strength of character to stand before the American public and the world, and in particular the Iraqi people, and beg for forgiveness." Are you tired of the US government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin takes the power of money from government and returns it properly to the people. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. Dressed up as a Cub Scout, Madonna gave a riveting speech at the GLAAD Awards. GLAAD is the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, a media monitoring organization that works to prevent the defamation of queer people. In her speech, Madonna said that the Boy Scouts should change their practice of forbidding gays from participating, saying, quote, "Most people are not comfortable with things or people that they perceive as different from themselves. And I would wager that if we just took the time to get to know one another, did our own investigations, looked beneath the surface of things, that we would find we're not so different after all." Referencing various recent incidents of unrest, from the conflict between Palestinians and Israelis to the imprisonment of activist music act Pussy Riot by the Russian government, Madonna argued for more understanding between disparate groups and for religion to no longer be used as a weapon for hate or discrimination. Quote, "What did Jesus teach? It's in all the holy books. Love thy neighbor as thyself. We cannot use the name of God or religion to justify acts of violence, to hurt, to hate, to discriminate." News1.com reports this week that Malcolm Shabazz, grandson of the transcendent human rights activist Malcolm X, has been arrested by the FBI while en route to Iran to attend a conference on Hollywood's influence on American imperialism. The FBI refused to answer any questions. Now Shabazz has released a statement from jail posted to the Facebook page of former U.S. Representative and activist Cynthia McKinney, detailing the events that led to his arrest and the inhumane way that he was treated by government agents. In his letter, Malcolm X describes a backstory of persistent harassment at the hands of police, leading up to his final arrest on bogus charges. Quote, "With guns drawn, I was then ordered to step out of the back seat. I asked them why, to which they replied that I had several warrants for my arrest. I told them they were mistaken, but I complied with their request. Humiliated in front of all the onlookers, I was then thrown onto the car while the officers ripped through my pockets. After they were done, they said that it was my lucky day because I actually didn't have any warrants at all, so I was free to go." Malcolm's tale is one of persistent harassment by government agents and provides an amazing insight into a fascinating mind. I highly encourage you to read his letter, link in the show notes. This has been Peace News Now, your daily 5-minute update on the peaceful evolution. If you enjoyed this episode, share this program on your favorite social network. Story links are in the show notes. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J, reminding you that peace is the way.